What is going on, lovely people of YouTube? I am back again with another video. Today I'm going to show you 12 different talent trees for EMRYS in Call of Dragons. EMRYS is an excellent cavalry hero that can help you do a bunch of different things in the game. Make sure that you subscribe for more content, turn on the bell notification and never miss out. Like the video, share it with your friends, leave some comments down below. Let's get into it. EMRYS, as we know, is such an excellent cavalry hero that can help you do a bunch of different stuff in Call of Dragons. EMRYS is made up of the cavalry, PvP and the mobility talents. We are gonna have a bunch of different talent trees to work with. I have about 12 different talent trees that you can pick one from. If you are still new to the game, do not worry, I'm gonna give you some suggestions. All of these talent trees are gonna be excellent and they can be used for different situations in the game. First of all, we're going to start the video by talking about some awesome pairings for EMRYS in Season 1. When you first start out in Call of Dragons, you're going to have EMRYS as the only legendary hero in the first few days of the season. Now you can pair up EMRYS with Alistair over here. This is going to be a good F2P march and for those low spenders in the game. If you have a lot of money, you can go EMRYS primary and then Host secondary. This is gonna cost you a lot. To get Husk, it's gonna cost you some hundreds of dollars. There are other pairing options for EMRYS as well in the early stages of the season before you get almost all the heroes in the game. You can go EMRYS primary and then have Thea secondary. Thea is gonna give you some rage skill damage and she is gonna improve the defense of EMRYS. EMRYS is a squishy hero who can do a lot of damage. When you have Thea as a secondary, you mitigate that problem. Another solution is gonna be Ileana. You can get Ileana very early by doing Ileana rallies. You can max out this hero and then put her as a secondary to EMRYS to give him some defense as well. I have seen so many people use EMRYS and Nika. Nika has a 1500 rage skill damage and some HP reduction. Now you're gonna miss out on some infantry skills from here, but the ability for Nika to do 1500 rage skill damage is gonna be excellent. That's gonna help you out. On top of that, on the 4th skill you get hero skill damage dealt bonus of 10%, counter attack damage bonus of 20%. You can combine that with EMRYS craziness over here, damage dealt bonus 10% and then another hero skill damage dealt bonus of 15%. Those talents can synchronize and give you some great damage in the open field. Another good pairing for EMRYS in the early stages of the season is gonna be EMRYS primary and then you can put Indis as a secondary. Just get her to 5111 and she is gonna help you out. She can give you some healing and then she can give you HP and then a legion capacity. What else do we have here for EMRYS as a secondary? So those are the main ones that you can use. In the future you can also apply Madeline as a secondary. It can do okay. Now, when you play the game for a bit, Bakshi is gonna come on the wheel, and this is gonna be the best pairings for EMRYS in Season 1. You can go Bakshi primary and take advantage of the skills talent tree. The combination of boiling blood and the perfect ferocity is gonna be bad for the enemy. On top of that, you have this intimidation and this awesome skill right here. As soon as you get Bakshi, Bakshi is gonna be the primary, EMRYS is gonna be secondary. Now, if you want to switch things up, you can put EMRYS secondary, Bakshi primary. I'm going to show you 12 different talent tree variations that you can use as an EMRYS primary. If you are free to play player in Call of Dragons, you should try your best to get Bakshi from the wheel. Bakshi and EMRYS is the best single march in the game. These guys can do some crazy damage in a 1 versus 1 situation. On top of that, they can rally cities like crazy. They have crazy rage skill combination which is bad for all enemies. Get Bakshi at all costs if you're F2P. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, let us go over the skills of EMRYS and see what he is capable of. EMRYS can do a skill damage factor of 1500 which is the highest in the game. First of all, let's go to the training camp and I show you what the cavalry can do in the game. Some glitch going on. Okay, so this is cavalry. Gonna hit the information. And you see cavalry have a physical attack damage of 330. Now you combine that with the EMRYS skill damage factor, that's gonna be insane. Comparing the physical skills of cavalry and archers, the difference is only 10. And so EMRYS and Bakshi is just too much for everybody in the open field. So that was the rage skill, 1500 damage factor. On to the next one, the second skill, Watcher's Blade. When EMRYS Legion enters battle, they gain passion, increasing their rage accumulation speed by 30% for 5 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 30 seconds. Now this can go all the way up to 40%, giving EMRYS a lot of rage in the open field. Skill number 3, Penumbra. All cavalry units in EMRYS Legion gain 20% physical attack and 6% march speed. Now 30% physical attack and 10% march speed, this is some great stuff, man. This EMRYS is like a destroyer on drugs. So crazy. Now we go to skill number 4. All damage dealt by EMRYS Legion is increased by 10%. EMRYS Legion also deal 15% more skill damage when attacking targets that have been surrounded. Now this is gonna be bad for a lot of enemies. This is just bad news for everybody. Going on to the Awakening. When attacked, EMRYS Legion has a 20% chance to gain passion, increasing rage accumulation speed by 20% for 5 seconds. If EMRYS Legion already has passion, it is removed, granting 100 rage. This effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. Now EMRYS is gonna complement Bakshi very well. These two are going to combine for one of the craziest damages in the game. Now, let us check out some of the 12 talent trees that I have in the video. Comment down below which talent tree was the best for you. If you are new in the game, I'm gonna give you some recommendations. However, I don't know which one is the best of the best. I personally just try out different ones. I don't know which one is best. So let's get into it. Talent tree number 1, known as Cavalry 1. This is a talent tree that I recommend to a lot of free-to-play players in the game, or to someone who is new and don't know where to begin. Like I said before, guys, I have 12 different talent trees here that are excellent. Make sure you go through all of them and then pick the one that is best for you. Now, I would recommend this for someone who is just beginning and don't know where to start. Let me zoom it down a little bit, bring it to the bottom, and then we see the points that we are working with. We start off from the bottom, we get the attack, get defense, or you can go with the march speed depending on what you want. You can go the overall health, you grab the balanced heart, and then we go straight to the mobility talent tree. You begin with the overall speed, you get the overall attack. Now you have the option to take the last word or to grab the overall speed if you want. The last word is going to be good for cavalry. Cavalry have some good counter attack damage in the game. If you want march speed, you can go with this one. If you want more attack, you can get adrenaline rush. Going on to the last 2 nodes, we have swift maneuvers, and then we have, what is this one? Preemptive preparations. Now preemptive preparations is the way to go. When your legion enters battle, their attack is increased by 10%. This bonus reduces by 0.5% every second. The other option is swift maneuvers. With this one, when you leave the resource node, you get 20% march speed and your HP is increased by 5% for 5 seconds. Also, when you leave a building, you get the same benefits. You're gonna have to decide which one works best for you. Let's go to the cavalry branch and see what we're working with. We're gonna start off with the cavalry march speed, which is great. You get the cavalry attack, you get the intimidation, which is gonna give you more rage damage. And then from here, you grab the perfect ferocity. This one is not very good, the steady pace, but the perfect ferocity is the way to go. Now you can recycle this talent when you fight in the open field. You hit the enemy in the first 10 seconds and then you run away and then you come back again. You run away, you come back again. You're gonna keep boosting your rage skill by 15% every time you do that. It is awesome. Continuing with the cavalry talent tree, we're gonna go with the swift analysis to get more counter attack damage. Your other option is gonna be the war zealot. Reduces your defense by 0.3% and give you more attack. I don't think this is very good for EMRYS. EMRYS already has a low defense, therefore you wanna increase his defense. On to the next node, we have the guerrilla. Your legion takes 0.5% less damage while marching. This is gonna be great when you fight those long range units. You can reduce the damage by up to 2.5% when you take it to level 5. Another good option is gonna be the quick escape. Your legion gains haste after ending battle, increasing their march speed by 4% for 10 seconds. Basically, when you fight someone, you just run away, you get a march speed, which is great. Another good talent is gonna be Triumphant Return. Your legion receives healing factor 40 after ending battle. This talent is gonna synchronize with this one right here. However, for this talent tree, we decided to pick this one known as the gorilla. And then coming here, we got the pitched blade. When your legion's unit count is below 50%, their attack increases by 0.5%, which is excellent. And then we have here the blood mark in the last node. Your legion deals additional hero skill damage, physical damage factor 150 when casting rage skills. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. The other option is gonna be the inescapable. When your legion consists entirely of cavalry units, they slow enemy legions when intercepting them and inflict defense break, reducing their march speed by 30% and their defense by 5% for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 30 seconds. I'm not a huge fan of talents that take time to complete. 30 seconds is a lot of time. When you go with the blood mark, you get this one right away. It is awesome. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Talent Tree 1, known as Cavalry 1. I recommend this to new players who don't know where to begin. Let's move on to the next one. Talent Tree number 2, known as Cavalry 2. This talent tree is the same as the previous one, except this time we went full cavalry and then half PvP. Let us see the new points that we added. Everything is the same as before. Now, first of all, I'm gonna zoom this one down a little bit and see what is going on. Okay, so these are the points that we picked. Everything is the same. We came to the PvP direction. We grabbed overall attack. And then I went with rivalry. If you want more march speed, you can grab the overall speed. Now we have Fury Flame. Your legion deals 1% more hero skill damage in the field. This one is gonna go all the way up to 5% skill damage, which is great. If you're not a fan of the Fury Flame, you can go with the Rage Regeneration, known as the High Spirits. Now over here we have two good talents. We have Luck of the Draw, and then we have Army of Valor. This one is going to give you more attack, known as the Army of Valor. And then we have Luck of the Draw, which is gonna give you some good defense. Now you will have to decide which one looks good for you, and you can pick it. Again, guys, you can make some changes to the talent tree. It doesn't have to look like what I am showing you. Just read through them and make small changes where necessary. Talent tree number 3, known as the Cavalry Haste. It's the same as talent tree number 1. Now I made some small changes. This is going to be a good talent tree for hitting your enemies and then running away. You can use this talent tree over and over and get some good benefits out of it. Let us see the points that I am talking about. Now we go to the Cavalry tree, and then we pick the Triumphant Return. When your legion receives healing, healing factor 40 after ending a battle. And then you have the Quick Escape. Your legion gains haste after ending battle. You use this one to run away from your enemies so that you get some healing. And then you come back and fight. When you come to this other side of the talent tree, you can use the Swift Maneuvers. You enter resource nodes, get some HP, get more march speed. You have a double march speed right here, giving you insane movement in the open field. This is gonna be a good talent tree for killing farmers, or if you want a different fighting style in the PvP. Talent tree number 4 on the list is known as Mobility 1. With this talent tree, we go all the way to the Mobility talent tree at the end, and then we come back here and pick half cavalry. This is gonna be a good talent tree for killing farmers if you like. It has some good movements. Let's see the points that we are working with. Zoom it down and move it out of the way, bring it to the bottom. Let's keep this pushing. Now the other points are the same as before. The cavalry points are the same as before. You already know. Let's go to the Mobility talent tree branch and see what we're working with. You have march speed over here. You got attack. You get more march speed. And then you can go grab the Swift Maneuvers to help you get some HP and 20% movement when you enter resource nodes. If you don't like the Swift Maneuvers, you can go the Preemptive Preparations. Keeping it pushing, we have the Intimidation. This is gonna give you more hero skill damage, which is great for EMRYS. EMRYS has a crazy rage skill. Going on to the next one, we have the Hasty March. Increase your legion's attack by 0.2% and their march speed by 1%. Can go all the way up to 5% march speed, giving you more movement. And then over here, we're going to grab the maneuverability. Increase march speed by 4% when your unit count is less than 50%. This can go all the way up to 20% more march speed. When your units drop below 50%, you become faster. Going on to the last node, we're going to go with the victory rush. When your legion launches a normal attack against a target with fewer than 50 units remaining, they deal additional hero skill damage. Damage factor 250. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. This is the way to go, guys. Get some rage skill when the enemy has less than 50% units. What is the other alternative? When casting artifact skills, your legion gains haste and shelter, increasing their march speed by 50% and defense by 15% for 10 seconds. This effect can only be triggered once every 90 seconds. Now, I'm not a fan of talents that take very long time. This one is 90 seconds. Nope. I'm gonna go with this one, Victory Rush. It is much better. This talent tree can be used to hunt farmers in the open field. If you're free to play and you want to go after farmers, this could be something to try out. Talent tree number 5, known as Mobility 2. This talent tree is the same as the previous one, except this time around we left the cavalry side of the tree and went to the PvP branch. Let us see what we picked from the PvP branch. Now everything is the same all the way to this last talent points right here, known as the Victory Rush. And then in the PvP side of the tree, we have the overall attack. We went with more march speed. We grabbed the Fury Flame. And then we grabbed the Luck of the Draw, giving you more defense for your EMRYS. Now, if you don't like this rage skill, you can go with the ability to generate more rage. It's going to be up to you now. This is also a good talent tree for hunting farmers. Talent tree number 6, known as Mobility 3 Haste. This time around, we decided to put more points in the Mobility talent tree. From the cavalry side of the tree, we only took the 15% march speed to give you more movement. Now gonna zoom this down and see what we're working with. Cavalry side, 15% march speed, take it, it's great. Everything here is the same as before. Now here you have march speed, you have more march speed, and then you have more march speed from here as well. This talent points known as the Hasty March also give you some march speed. Now I call this talent tree the Haste. Why did I name it the Haste? Let's see why. When you see this point over here, known as the Sneak Attack, gaining haste also grants Keen to your legion, increasing their attack by 0.5% for 5 seconds. You can combine this talent with the Predator. All you have to do is put 1 point in the Predator to activate this talent. When your legion launches a normal attack, they have a 10% chance to gain haste. When you launch this talent, you can activate this one right here and get up to 2.5% more attack damage if you take it to level 5. Now to get the sneak attack, you're gonna be forced to take this plan B as well. When casting rage skill, your legion gains haste, increasing their march speed by 3% for 3 seconds. This plan B talent can be quite useful. When you do a rage skill, you can just run away from your enemy with a 15% additional march speed. This can be great, especially with the crazy cavalry artifacts that we have in the game. This is gonna be good for open field fights as well. Now the other 5 points that we took was this one as well, known as the Hasty March. Increase your legion attack by 0.2% and their march speed by 1%. At the end here, we got the ability to do 250 skill damage when the enemy unit is below 50%. This is a good talent tree for hunting farmers and for fighting in the open field as well. Talent tree number 7 for EMRYS, known as the PvP 1. With this talent tree, we went all the way in the PvP direction and then we got some points from the mobility. Let's check out all the points for this talent tree. Starting off from the bottom, overall attack, you have the march speed if you want it. You can go with the overall health, and then we come to the mobility side. We have this. We get the attack. We go with the counter attack, and then we take the preemptive preparations. Let's head off to the PvP side of the tree. We go with attack. You have march speed. We have the rage skill. We got some defense. And we have some counter attack right here. Cavalry is well known for doing crazy counter attack. We take the fearless. We combine it with the last word. That's gonna be great. Keeping things pushing, we go with strength to strength. and then we grab the stubborn fighter, which is a good one. At the end here, we're gonna go with the breach blade. I find it more compelling than the blessing of fury. So this is the PvP talent tree for EMRYS, known as PvP 1. Let's check out the next one. Talent tree number 8, known as PvP 2. This talent tree is the same as the previous one. This time we decided to go with the full PvP and then half cavalry. Now everything is almost the same as before. In the cavalry side of the tree we have march speed, we have the attack, you have rage skill, and then you have more rage skill. Everything from the PvP is the same as the previous one. With the breach blade, when your legion launches a normal attack in the field, they inflict defense break on the target legion, reducing their defense by 10% for 5 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 30 seconds. Now 30 seconds is a long time. The next one is Blessing of Fury. When casting rage skill in the field, your legion gains vigor, increasing their HP by 10% for 5 seconds. This effect can only be triggered once every 30 seconds. Now if you want more defense for your EMRYS, this would be the way to go. As for the other points, with the stubborn fighter, you get more damage. And then with the strength to strength, you get more damage as well. Now you can decide to go with the overall speed over the counter attack. That's gonna be up to you now. Alright, Warriors of Tamaris, if you made it to this point, thanks for sticking around. Remember, I said if you get Bakshi, you're gonna use Bakshi primary and then EMRYS secondary for doing damage. Now if you're free to play or you are a low spender, this is a very good talent tree for you to use for your EMRYS, especially if you wanna run away from people or you wanna go kill some farmers for no reason. Let us see the points that we have for this talent tree and what makes it so great. From the cavalry side, you're gonna get 15% march speed. You're gonna get another 10%, making it 25. You're gonna get another 10% from here, making it 35. Come to the mobility side, you get another 10%, making it 45. You get another 10% again, goes all the way to 55. That is a lot of march speed. You grab the swift maneuver so that you run away from people by using resource nodes. Another 20% march speed right there. We keep it pushing, you get the rage skill, and then the 1 point that you have left, you can drop it in the hasty march. Get another 1% march speed for your heroes. This is gonna help you out if you wanna go kill farmers in the open field. It's gonna be very difficult for the enemies to catch up with you. This would be a good talent tree to use for your EMRYS. Talent tree number 10, I'm gonna call it All Rounder. Basically with this talent tree, you get points from all the 3 different branches. And this is what we have for the talent tree. Let's see some of the awesome benefits of this talent tree, the cool points from all the 3 branches that we have. You have a rage skill, you have a rage skill, and then you have some damage over here. You got some march speed to help you out in the open field. You have attack, you have some march speed as well. Now you can make some changes if you want, it doesn't have to look like this. Let's check out the next talent tree as well. Talent tree number 11, known as the All-Rounder 2 Rage. This is a small variation from the previous talent tree that I just showed you. Now we made some changes and then decided to go with the Rage instead. What are the changes that we made? We took off this Rage skill and went with the Rage. Same thing from here, we took off the Rage and went with... we took off the Rage skill and went with the Rage. You're gonna have to decide which one is gonna be best for you. Let's move on to the next one. Talent tree number 12, known as All-Rounder 3, Skills and Rage. This is a very good talent tree to use in the open field. I strongly recommend it for anyone. Let us see the points that we're working with this talent tree. Now it's kind of like balanced, it gives you damage and it gives you speed at the same time. What are the points that we are working with? Let us check them out. From the mobility side of the tree, you get the march speed 10%. And then when we check out the PvP side, you have this rage skill, which is gonna be 5% more hero skill damage. And then you take this high spirits, which is gonna give you the ability to generate more rage. Now you get some march speed from here. If you don't want it, you can go with rivalry to get more attack. Now when you come to the cavalry, you get the 15% march speed, which is excellent. You get the attack. You come over here and you grab another high spirits, giving you even more rage. And then you have your rage skill right here. You get another rage skill amplification. This is great. When we look at this talent tree, you have rage skill, additional rage. Another rage skill, additional rage. Rage skill amplification, which is great. You're going to have 1 point left, and you're going to have to decide where you want to put that 1 point. And that's it for the talent trees for the EMRYS in Call of Dragons. I tried my best to give you guys what is so good. Now, Bakshi is a very good hero in the game. If you get Bakshi, you put him primary and then you put EMRYS secondary. When you have EMRYS as your secondary, you have to try out a bunch of different talent trees that you can use in the open field. It's gonna be up to you now. Thank you guys for watching. If you're still new here, make sure you subscribe for more content, turn on the bell notification and never miss out. Until then, talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.